More than 120 children had the opportunity to meet Santa and fill their bellies Saturday morning at the Hamlet Fire Department. The annual Breakfast with Santa event serves as a fundraiser for Toys for Tots. This weekend marked the 25th year of the event, according to Dana Cook. Both organizations worked together, cooking the pancakes, bacon, and sausage for the morning meal and serving it up to the families who came. After eating in the department's engine bay, the kids stood in line to meet Santa, who was in the passenger side of a fire truck. Cook said all the money raised goes to buy presents for Toys for Tots, and those gifts go to children in Richmond County. Wayne Crank, Commandant of Marine Corps League Detachment 1252, said toys from last year are currently being distributed and this year's boxes will be collected on December 22nd. Representative Ben Moss made his rounds through the county Friday to deliver ceremonial checks to volunteer first responder agencies to reflect funding from the state budget. Moss requested and was able to secure much of the local funding before the budget left the House of Representatives earlier in the session. The budget was signed by Governor Roy Cooper on November 18th after passing both chambers of the General Assembly. Included in the budget was $10,000 each for the fire departments as well as for the Hamlet, Rockingham, and Ellery rescue squads. Moss also delivered checks to County Manager Brian Lynn and outgoing Rockingham Mayor Steve Morris. Rockingham is serving $300,000 to help with the Food King redevelopment project, and the county is getting a $750,000 grant for water and wastewater infrastructure projects. Several candidates signed up to run for their respective offices when filing opened at noon today. Sheriff Mark Gullich, who was appointed to fill the remainder of the term following the death of Sheriff James Clemens, was the first one in line at the Board of Elections office. Nigel Bristow, who was actively campaigning for sheriff, intended to file but lacked certain paperwork because elections officials had a wrong email address for him. Bobby Sue Ormsby, a longtime member of the Richmond County Board of Education, filed for re-election, and newcomer Scotty Baldwin threw his proverbial hat in the ring for school board. Don Bryant, who is finishing up his third term on the Richmond County Board of Commissioners, also filed for re-election. Also running for a seat on that board are Justin Dawkins, who was appointed last year to fill the remainder of Ben Moss's term, and Michael LeGrand. LeGrand ran in 2020 and lost to Commissioner Andy Grooms by fewer than 85 votes after a recount. Vicki Daniel also ran for re-election as Clerk of Superior Court. Filing for state and federal office seekers has been temporarily suspended by a judicial order in reference to legal challenges against recent redistricting maps. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office is investigating an early morning shooting. According to a press release issued Friday afternoon, deputies responded to a call on Osborne Road south of Rockingham in reference to a possible shooting victim. Upon arrival, they found an unnamed 45-year-old man with an apparent gunshot wound above his eye, investigators say. The victim was treated at the scene by EMS and later flown to an undisclosed trauma center for further treatment, according to the Sheriff's Office. Investigators say his injuries do not appear to be life-threatening. The case is ongoing, with investigators conducting interviews and searches to release dates. No other details were made available. Unlike its first 3 games of the season, the Richmond boys basketball team didn't need a deciding basket in the final minute of play during Saturday's non-conference win. Using 5 double-digit scores, the Raiders cruised to an 82-59 win on the road at Jack Britt. A total of 9 Richmond players found the basket, which was a season high for the team. Sophomore Paul McNeil netted a game-high 21 points and added 7 rebounds, while fellow sophomore Javion Drake scored a career-high 17, all in the second and third quarters. Also hitting double figures were sophomore Jamarian Wall, senior Deshaun Watson, and junior Dakota Chavis. A 32-point third quarter helped distance the Raiders, which kept their winning streak alive and stretched it to 4 games. The big lead also allowed Richmond to use a revolving door of players on the floor. Richmond will open conference play on Tuesday at home against Southern Lee and then host Pinecrest on Friday. Both games are set for 7:30 p.m. Playing a pair of road games on Friday and Saturday, the Richmond JV boys basketball team split with Pine Forest and Jack Britt. The JV Raiders lost a close game 53-52 to Pine Forest before rebounding with a 60-52 win over Jack Britt a day later. Head coach Kenta Hutchinson said his team was up by as many as 8 points in the fourth quarter against Pine Forest, but foul trouble and the inability to close it out in the final minutes resulted in the loss. David McNair was the leading scorer for the JV Raiders in both games, netting 15 points in the loss before adding 20 against the Buccaneers. Richmond will have a home game on Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. against Southern League to kick off conference action. When we return, we've got your Live at 5 weather report. It's coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
JC's in Rockingham has you covered for used appliances, parts, trailers, and storage. We have one of the largest selections of reconditioned washers, dryers, and refrigerators in the Sand Hills, and we offer free delivery to residents inside Richmond County. Come check out our variety of trailers for any hauling job and our storage buildings for the things you need out of the weather or house. We also carry parts and accessories for appliances, trailers, truck beds, and can order the things you need. That's JC's on South Hancock Street in Rockingham.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
And welcome to your Live at 5 weather report, Richmond County. Hope your Monday is going well, and hopefully you had a wonderful weekend on top of that, as it was a really nice one. Had a lot of warm weather over the weekend, really good weather. But looking at tonight, we'll be seeing it change up a little bit. Of course, we've had a dry stance going on throughout the past week. We should be seeing a little bit of rain coming through tonight. There's a slight chance at 40% at 10 o'clock with 61 degrees. Earlier before that though, 6 o'clock will be 64 with some clouds. With a sunset at 5:07 p.m. with a new moon phase out tonight as well. Now looking at tomorrow, things just continue to stay dry for Tuesday. So we're seeing partly cloudy skies across the Sand Hills region. Cumberland County will be seeing a high of 53 and a low of 41. Hope County a high of 53 and a low of 39. Down in Robeson County, a high of 53 and a low of 44. With Scotland seeing a high of 54 and a low of 42. You'll notice that the temperatures are going to be dropping off quite a bit from what we've seen last week, where we saw a lot of 70s. We're going to be seeing a lot of 50s moving forward. Moore County, a high of 52 and a low of 38. Richmond County, a high of 54 and a low of 39. Anson will be seeing a high of 53 and a low of 40, with Marlboro County wrapping up tomorrow's forecast with a high of 54 and a low of 42. Now, although we do have that slight chance of rain this evening, it will not be the last time we see that up on the boards. Let's take a look at 7-day forecast. Tuesday, partly cloudy skies, high 54, low of 39. And then on Wednesday, we have a 50% chance of rain in the afternoon, a high of 48 and a low of 28. Can be very chilly for Wednesday. On Thursday, a high of 54, low of 36 with partly cloudy skies. Friday and Saturday both will be seeing mostly cloudy skies, with Friday at a high of 65 and a low of 57. Then we'll be back into the 70s on Saturday with a high of 77 and a low of 43 before it drops back off down to a high of 58 and a low of 34 for Sunday. But that day we'll be seeing a 30% chance of rain as well. So Monday we'll be seeing a high of 60 and a low of 37, partly cloudy skies to round out your 7-day forecast. So hopefully we'll be seeing some rain here pretty soon, because it is definitely needed. We are in a dry spell, especially for the past week. We've seen a lot of fires been going on and have been kind of out of control as a result of that. There is a burn ban still in effect in North Carolina until we get some rain at the very least. So we'll keep you up to date on that. But until we get some rain, it's definitely going to be in effect. So also, in addition to hoping for rain, also be hoping for some warm weather slightly, just because I don't really want to deal with the cold weather. But I know a lot of folks are looking forward to the cooler season. That is going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. For the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com or download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Richmond County.